Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is your girl's guide to Thailand. So you might be thinking, what are girls doing in Thailand? What are girl visitors doing in Thailand? I've got heaps of things for you to do in Thailand. Heaps of things that you might want to do as well. I'm just on my balcony in Pattaya. It's got a nice little sea view you can see in the background there. Yeah, and very close walking distance to the mall. I'm going to do some other shots for you so you can get a better idea. So, Girls Guide to Thailand. Well, you know, there's a lot to do in Thailand. For one thing, it's really cheap. So that's one really big thing, big plus for women. Especially if you're on a budget, you can come and live here for a while. You can come and stay here for a while. You can, you can work, if you're working online, you can come and, work online, stay here, live here, visit here. Whatever you're doing in Thailand, whether you're visiting or staying for a while, you might be looking at going to different countries and choosing what country is the best for you to go to sort of chill out, have a break from the Western countries, and to see what you can do. So I'll give you some tips about what to do in Thailand. You'll find out. This is like living, like what you would do everyday living and how you would go about your life living here. Okay, where to live and where to stay. I always think it's nice to stay somewhere that's really close to public transport, something that's really handy, something that has good security as well. It's a very safe country and you feel pretty secure here, but you might want to just have somewhere to stay that's quite secure. You can actually have a look on Airbnb and you can get long-term rentals there. And if you want, or monthly rentals. And if you want to have like another, more of a long-term rental, you can actually go to a real estate agent and get a longer contract at a real estate agent who will, show you apartments, and you'll get better money, better offers and better quality for your money. Your money will go further with an agent. And to get the best properties in Thailand, you go to ddproperties.com. I think it's .com or .th, DD Properties anyway. So where to live and where to stay, that's really up to you and kind of what you're looking for. You can do a shared apartment, or you can live by yourself and have quite a high quality lifestyle on a budget. So that's what is really interesting with Thailand and why it brings a lot of people here. The transport, for example, I've lived in Pattaya, I've lived in Bangkok, and I've also lived for a while in Phuket. I actually prefer Pattaya, and I'll tell you why, or Pattaya, and I'll tell you why. I like Pattaya better because it's near the sea. I like a sea breeze. I like, there's a bit of noise going on, a bit of construction always going on somewhere. I like a sea breeze. I like to be able to go for a walk near the beach. I like to do a power walk. I like to be able to go to the beach if I want to go to the beach. And Pattaya has, a way to get to the islands from here, or the close islands for the day. You can go day tripping to the islands really conveniently. So I like to be in Pattaya. It's also a decent sized city. It's not overcrowded. I find Bangkok too crowded, too many people, too much pollution. It's too dirty. It's too hot. There's no sea there. So if you're really a sea person, you might want to be in Pattaya. I've never been to Chiang Mai because I'm not really a mountain person, but some people prefer Chiang Mai and the mountain areas, but I like the sea. For me, Phuket, on the other hand, is a little bit too hot. And the good thing about Pattaya, it's 2 hours taxi ride directly to Bangkok International Airport, and also the other airport in Bangkok. I can't remember the name. It's also got its own airport in Pattaya, which is a 45-minute drive. The code for that airport is UTP, Utapao, I think it's pronounced. And so you could go either way. You could fly. I first flew into UTP with Qatar Airlines. They have direct flights, or did have directly in there. I just got a taxi to pick me up. Taxis, I go with Cherry Taxi. That is the cheapest and best taxis that I found here in Thailand, or in Bangkok and Pattaya. And even the taxi drivers have told me that they are the cheapest, because they get called and they get commissioned to do pickups and drop-offs, and they will get all different types of companies calling them in and getting them to book a transfer. So a transfer from Pattaya to Bangkok airport is 1,000 baht. to Bangkok downtown is 1,200 baht. Just have a look and see how much there is. I can't remember what the exchange rate is in American dollars, and it's less than that if you're coming from UTP airport. You can also get the bus as well. There are buses that come to Pattaya to the bus station, but I just don't like doing that. I like to be picked up and dropped off. I've always got luggage, so luggage that needs to be manoeuvred basically. So a lot of people do come into the Bangkok airport and they get a bus to Pattaya, and you can do that, or you can get on the train as well. There is a really good train link system that will take you into Bangkok Central, train, monorail type of thing. They have names for them, but I'm just not thinking about it right now. So the transport in and around Pattaya, so if I walked outside my building, I could just get on the street. I live really, really close downtown. I can go anywhere around here. I just get on a bus, and it's called the Baht bus. It's a 10 baht. So 10 baht is 30 cents US, which is like a quarter. Okay, just a little bit more than a quarter. So you can jump on and off these buses. They're open air buses. They're like little trucks or songtaos. You can jump on and off those wherever you want to go, and you can just ring the bell and they let you down when you want to get off. And they're very, very convenient. If I want to go a little bit further afield or get somewhere really quickly, I take a motorbike taxi. I have my Thai driver's license and also my Thai motorbike license, but I've decided not to rent a motorbike anymore, but to get the motorbike taxi or the Baht bus or walk. I really like walking, so you can basically walk all around here, downtown Pattaya, and get what you want. And because I'm really central here, you can see how central I am. I can get anywhere I want to go, yeah. And if I want to go out for the night, I can walk, or I can get the Baht bus, or I can, get a motorbike taxi. You'll get a lot of foreign men here. So foreign men, do come to Thailand for different reasons. Some of them come here to retire. Some here come here for the ladies, and the ladies are nice. You've got your ladies who work in the bars, the ladies at the night, the ladies who are working girls, or you've got your regular Thai girls that just live here and work here, and they have jobs, and they might be looking for a boyfriend, and they'll go for a foreign man, or foreign men will go for them. There are some foreign men that, if you're looking at dating and relationships in Thailand, it depends on what you're looking for, but, it can be a bit tricky with, with the pickings of types of men that you might be looking for here. So if you're sort of a certain level Western woman, you might be, not getting a really good range of selection of men here. And it's not that there's anything wrong with the men either. The men here are retired and they're a lot older. They could be older than you, or which is okay, or they just like Thai women. So the men come here either because it's cheap or they like Thai women. So you can kind of figure that one out, like, because it's cheap, or they like Thai women. So a lot of the guys here don't have a lot of money, or if they do, they're not going to spend it, and or they're just going to spend it on Thai women. So that's what I've just looked around and seen the general vibe of what's going on. Other expats who live in Thailand would be school teachers, and it depends if you've got anything in common with school teachers or not, is if you're going to be, have anything to do with them, So you're going to have to look at that and see, do you have anything in common with school teachers or not? Some people do, some people don't. It just depends on what you do, what your business is, and what your background is in your education. The other thing is there's a lot of different types of tourists that are going to try to hit on you on the street. Doesn't matter what you look like, whether you're a working girl or not. There's a lot of working girls that get hit on. There's a lot of regular girls that get hit on as well, who are not working, Thai women who complain about it to me, or and foreign women will try to get picked up on, because people come to Pattaya because they think it's a party town, or they're just trying their luck with anything that's moving, basically. So you're going to get guys coming in from Iran who don't have visas, don't need to have visas on arrival, or they get one on arrival. So there's a lot of guys from the Middle East, from Iran, from India as well. So these guys from India, they might not have ever been out of their country, so they're just going to go for whatever they think is out there. They're going to try to say hello and hit on you. You don't ever feel really that threatened, but You could get into sticky situations if you were at a bar or drinking or something. I don't know, but it could turn out like that. There are some expats here who do not like Asian women or prefer not to go out with Asian women, and they could be, a target for you, or an option for you as a Western woman, whether you're Western, whether you're African American or European or Australian or whatever you may be. You might go for that type of man, but you're not going to get the selection of men for dating a relationship as you would probably in your own country. That's what I want to say, because most men have an agenda when they come to Thailand. There are a lot of Chinese guys here, but they don't speak English. They're just here on vacation or visiting. Same with the Japanese guys, who could be interesting for a relationship, but maybe they don't speak English, or they don't mix in those circles, or they're just visiting and they're just sort of passing through. So you've got your expats who live here and who are working here. You've got your retired expats, and then you've got your tourists who are coming in and out, or just coming for a very short time and going. Some of them are coming with families. Pattaya has turned into like a place where people do bring their families, their children, their wives and everything. There's also quite a large Russian population here as well. There are a lot of Russian tourists. A lot of Russians also don't speak English either. So, some of the Russians that live here will speak English, but the ones that are visiting won't. You'll get guys also coming in here who are here for, maybe they have an on and off job where they work 6 months of the year, maybe, in the mines or the oil rigs or whatever, and they're coming in and they're working, they're getting good money, and then they have like a few months off or 6 months off. Some guys from Norway, Scandinavian countries, those sort of countries, can often come in here, come through Thailand and hang out in Pattaya. Pattaya is probably the cheapest place to live, or one of the cheapest places to live that has a little bit of action, a little bit of movement, a little bit of life to it in the whole of Thailand. It's cheaper than Phuket and Bangkok. Okay, there's a lot of foreigners here who look to me like they're not very well. So they could be, just come here to die. I know that's not, doesn't sound good, but it is true. I think a lot of people come to Thailand to end their life because of finances, because of health reasons, and the health here is fantastic. Like, the hospitals here are great. If you've got insurance, expat insurance, it's really, really good. So, and even if you just paid to have some sort of procedure here, you would get really looked after. So, that is something that people take into consideration, that the hospitals here and the medical system is really, really good. And some men look to me like they are just going to stay here until they pass away. A lot of people some of them just don't look very well to me, whether they've been on drugs, they've been ex-addicts, or they've got some sort of terminal illness, or just ongoing illnesses, or they're just generally unkept, is a good word, that they might be just sitting here waiting, just ticking time, waiting, enjoying themselves until, that time runs out. So that is a thing also. Thai men, there are a lot of Thai men. Thai men will generally not approach women or not approach foreign women. So I can't really comment on Thai men. You might meet some Thai men online if you were to do that, but you just don't know if they're really that serious about relationships, or they really want to date somebody who's foreign. They might just want to get that random, foreign fling or foreign situation, kind of a notch under the belt type of thing. So, Thai men I can't really comment on. They're always very pleasant. They're always very sweet. They're always smiling. They're always very courteous and nice. So I've never come across any, people here who have been really rude or anything like that. So, the people here are generally very nice everywhere, doing everything. And a lot of people on vacation are nice too, because they're on vacation, they're having a good time. So, okay, let's look at the food. Some people don't like really, really spicy food, and the Thai food here is extremely spicy. It's probably more spicy than it would be in America or Australia or the UK. So the Thais really load up the spice here. They really love their Thai food. You can order some things that are not so spicy. but sometimes it's limited. It's a limited menu if you're not ordering always, spicy food. And some people get sick of eating the same thing all the time. So I've had, the food I liked. My favorite cuisine is Japanese and Italian, and you can find really good Japanese and Italian restaurants here, not too expensive either. And there's a Japanese chain called Fuji that has really nice, restaurants everywhere. You can get really good sushi in most places. Yeah, so you can kind of find really good Japanese and Italian restaurants. There's some great restaurants in Pattaya, but there's even better restaurants in Bangkok. So you can buy that. You can buy also imported food and cook your own food as well. There are imported food, items at the most grocery stores, especially the slightly more expensive grocery stores. You will get more imported items. Shopping in general, grocery shopping is really cheap, so your money does go a long way. If you're buying local ingredients, it's extremely affordable. If you're buying imports, it might be a little bit more expensive, but sometimes it's not, as expensive as you would buy at home. So that's really good. The other thing you might want to look into here, girls and guys, is beauty. Beauty products are really good here. They've got great beauty products. They've got really nice skincare lines that are from Korea and from Japan that you can't get anywhere else, or you can't get in Western countries. They've also got other brands as well, like French brands like Vichy and other brands like that might be made somewhere else, but they're branded under, international, really, really good brands. And they're really affordable as well. You can get really good packages. They have really good sales as well, and sometimes they have really good packages too. So sometimes they have a set where you buy 3 products in one set, and it's just as the same price as buying maybe one product. And they have a lot of sales and a lot of specials. And they're really into beauty here, so you can find a lot of beauty products. You do have Thai lines as well that are really good too, so you can check out those lines. Even MAC cosmetics, like in the department stores, they give you 10% off, and I've never seen MAC discounted anywhere in the world. So in some department stores they'll give you 10% off, and then if you've got a store card, it's not a credit card, it's just like a store points card, like the one card at Central Festival in Pattaya. They'll give you 5% off on your bill. So there's some products you can get less than normal prices in the West. Just to give you an example about beauty, you could spend all your day doing beauty stuff here. You could do nails. I always get my nails done here. The nails are beautiful. You could do nails, and the nails last. They last a really long time. They're very skilled at doing nails. You can shop around or look at reviews for the best places to get your nails done. You can get facials. I had a facial yesterday that was only $25 with including a lip wax and an eyebrow shaping as well. So $25 for a full facial. For a massages you can depend on where you get your massage. So the side streets and the less trafficked areas, you can find better deals on massages. There's a place I go which charges 400 baht for a 2-hour oil massage, or you can get a combination of different types of massages, and head and shoulders and back, or leg and foot and back, and oil massage for an hour, like an hour of one thing and an hour of the other thing. And 400 baht equates to $12. So, and I always tip the girls as well. I always tip the staff and tip the girls, because that they're just working. They're just working on regular wages, or not very good wages, minimal wage or whatever it is. So I just tip them a fair amount, and they always appreciate that. Another really good tip, another bargain tip you can go to is some of the markets, the Thai markets, like the night markets. There's one, I think it's called Threpasit Market. It's inland from Jomtien Beach. That is a really good market. That's on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It's a really big market. You can eat there, you can shop there, you can find things there. I've been with one of my girlfriends there. You can find things there like dresses, outfits, clothes for $1.50 basically. You can get a top there for $1.50, a little dress for $1.50, or $2 or $3. You know, under $5 you can find clothes there. The downside is with the clothing here in Thailand is that it's often small sizes, so it's nothing bigger than a size 8 Australian, which will be probably a 6 US, okay, or in the UK it would be probably an 8 as well, 8 to 10, yeah, 8 to 10, maybe 8 to 10. So often there's nothing bigger than an 8 or a 6 or even a 4. Sometimes the sizing is just way too small. And often they only have one size in these markets. They have a one size fits all type of thing. So often in the markets, the night markets, you can't actually find anything that's going to fit if you are a certain size. I'm very tall as well, so or 5'9". So basically, I don't do a lot of dress shopping in Thailand. I prefer other places for dress shopping, but the things that you can buy in Thailand that I have purchased, if you are like a regular size 8 or 10 or 12 or even bigger, are swimsuits, lingerie, underwear, nightwear, sleepwear, shoes, so, and sportswear. Sportswear is really good. They have some brands that are made or manufactured in Thailand. So really good quality sportswear, really good quality bras. There's a lot of bras everywhere. Even if you went to Big C, which is like a supermarket, we can buy sort of everything. It's a bit like a Kmart. I've seen bras advertised there for like, you know, like $1.50, $2, and they actually look really decent. I haven't tried them on, but they actually look really decent. Like you could go from that extreme, you go to the markets, and you can go to some of the stores that have really good selections of underwear and lingerie as well, and that would probably go across the board for men too. There's a lot of underwear and things like that you can buy here that are really good quality. What else? Yeah, so anything else with, yeah, I've tried to get eyeglasses here as well. They're quite expensive. There's some things that are really expensive and there's some things that are kind of like really, really affordable. The costume jewelry, you can pick, sift and sort through costume jewelry and find bits and pieces that are going to be suitable, but I've found better costume jewelry that I've liked more in Dubai. They just have a better range. The prices might be slightly more, but they're still good prices. And the dresses as well in Dubai. I prefer clothes shopping in Dubai or the UAE or America to Thailand for me, for what I like and what you know, what's available here. Like today I've got a Lipsy London dress on. Yeah, Lipsy London, and they have, you know, that's a British brand, but they've got Lipsy London in Dubai. They have really, really good sales. But let's get back to Thailand. What you're going to do in Thailand. So if you are a petite size, you're going to find good outfits here. The other thing is with fashion in Thailand, fashion is sometimes Asian fashion, and not everyone is into Asian fashion. The colors, the patterns, the shapes, the fabrics. A lot of they like wearing a lot of yellow. I don't really like yellow, honestly, but they wear a lot of yellow. I think it's considered to be a lucky color, and they wear a lot of yellow at certain festivals and things like that. But you find like yellow and mustard is used a lot in the fashion. There's a lot of prim and proper types of dresses too, where everything's kind of like buttoned up really high and quite long and flowing, sort of like life on the prairie types of dresses, but done in a more of a fashionable way. I find it very difficult to walk through a department store here and see anything that I really like, that I would really wear. You know, some of it's nice though, like it's nicely made, it's nicely, it's going to suit certain people. There are Thai designers as well who are very, very popular and very nice. There's one called Lolita, which has really cute little dresses. I'm not sure if I would wear them, but they are cute, and they're some of them are really nice. But they're really into patterns here, and a lot of florals, a lot of patterns, a lot of colours. So, and a lot of the colours are not what I would wear. So, it's just personal taste. Some people like the fashion in Thailand and some people don't. You've also got your kind of like resort wear / Indian wear, that sort of style resort wear. There's some good resort wear like cover-ups. You can get some nice cover-ups and things like that. They're not always going to be cheap, but you can get good quality ones. I've bought, really nice bikinis here that are fitted. I've bought really nice cover-ups here and sundresses and just dresses to go to the beach, casual things, that type of thing, sportswear and sleepwear. Shoes are really cheap too, like some of the shoes are manufactured here, like Bata and other brands are manufactured in Thailand. So they're really, really affordable. You can get really good shoes, really good shopping. And I'm sure there's lots of other things people find here that have personal interest and personal choice. So let's have a look at hospitals, medications and things like that. So another thing girls come here to do is to get surgery. You can get amazing plastic surgery in Thailand. There's some amazing hospitals. So if you want a new boobs, or you want a facelift, or you want something done, you can have something done. You can have a nose job, whatever you want. The doctors, the surgeons and everybody are very, very advanced here in all areas of medicine. So a lot of people I know from the Middle East who are expats, they used to come here for years and years and just have their checkups here in Thailand because the hospitals are amazing, the surgeons are amazing. I went to one hospital in Bangkok, which is a smaller hospital. It's a chameleon hospital. It was established by, I think, the Italian monks or something dedicated to the Italian monks or something like that. And I had some issues with my my knees were hurting, and ended up to be a problem with my inner thighs being not stretched because I was doing a lot of sports and swimming and I wasn't stretching properly. I saw an orthopedic surgeon. He gave me for the consultation plus 3 injections on my legs, which instantly worked, and I went back for a retouch, a top up as well, because I really liked the injections. They were really good. He only charged me, the hospital only charged me, without insurance, $35. So that's just to give you an example. An orthopedic surgeon who spoke perfect English. He'd studied also in Germany and Japan, and he was working in Thailand in Bangkok. That was at the Chameleon Hospital. That's a smaller hospital. Sometimes the smaller hospitals are more affordable. The bigger hospitals like Bangkok Hospital, Bangkok Pattaya Hospital, Bangkok Phuket Hospital are more expensive, but they're bigger hospitals and they probably just have higher costs. And the surgeons are very highly, selected. So for any sort of surgery, you can shop around, you can get quotes, you can email hospitals quotes and see what you want, and you can come in for medical vacation and have surgery of whatever area of surgery you'd like. But I would highly recommend Thailand as an option for that because it's really affordable. The people really look after you. The nurses make you feel completely pampered. They have amazing staff, very, very clean conditions, and just very advanced in their medical business. Also dentistry. I mean, I've been to the dentist here many times, and there was one clinic I went to in Phuket where there were just all Australians lined up all around the wall of this particular clinic. So the Australians will come here to get major surgery done because it's so much cheaper than it is in Australia. That's basically the bottom line. And this can go across the board for anyone who's travelling into Thailand who wants to get some dentistry done. Other hospitals that I've heard are really good is the Bumrungrad, that's Bumrungrad hospital in Bangkok as well. I've heard good. I've never been there, but I've heard good things about it. The other thing a lot of girls like to do when they come to Thailand is go on retreats. So yoga retreats, holistic medicine sort of retreats, detox retreats where you can go and stay and do yoga, meditation, detox, and get whole packages. And these you can find everywhere. You can find them all over Thailand. So a lot of girls like to come and do that, and guys as well. Some people just like to do like a detox and check it out. So, the other thing about Thailand is that it's always really hot. Like Now it's December, it's just cooling down a bit, but normally it is really, really hot. It was even like super steamy, 80% humidity a few days ago until it started to rain. That's why there's a bit of an overcloud, coverage here, cloud coverage, which is not, not as pretty as, I wanted to show you on the camera, but I'll try to get some other footage at another time maybe to show you a really clear day. So it's really, really hot. So you don't really need much here. You don't really need much. And if you did get cold, you could always buy yourself a sweatshirt or a jumper or something like that to put on. So if you are coming here, just travel really light. Leave space in your suitcase for shopping because you're going to need space because wherever you go after here, you're going to take stuff with you. And there's just random stuff you're going to pick up here that's going to be really super cheap and affordable that you might want to take home with you. So I hope you have a great time in Thailand, girls. Enjoy yourselves, stay safe, and lots of love and angel blessings. Ciao for now.